So let us understand the composition of the GST Council. GST Council as GST Council has the following composition. So there will be a chairman in the GST Council. Also, there will be members, and the chairman. Who is the chairman? The chairman is the Union Minister of Finance. The Union Minister of Finance, that is at present, it is Mr. Arun Jaitley ji. Union Minister of Finance will be the chairman of the GST Council. Also, Union Minister of State in charge of finance. Union Minister of State in charge of finance will act as a member. Also, the finance or revenue ministers of each state government will be its members. Finance ministers or revenue ministers of each state government will be the members. GST rate. The GST rate will be decided by the GST Council itself, and it will be changed or reviewed by the council from time to time. So compensation has been given to states after the implementation of the GST in India. Let us understand what is this compensation, how long the compensation will be given, and why the compensation is given in the first place. So Parliament has agreed to compensate states for any loss of revenues on account of change in the taxation system to GST for a period of 5 years. So the Parliament of India has decided to compensate states in case for any loss of revenues as a new taxation system, that is GST, has been introduced, and this compensation will be given to states for a period of 5 years. It is not indefinite. The time limit has been set, the deadline has been set. This compensation will be received by the states from the Parliament of India only for a period of 5 years. So why this compensation? First of all, see what happens is when there will be a shift to a new taxation system from an old taxation system. Initially, there will be a reduction in the tax compliance among people, that is the taxpayers. Usually the taxpayers used to pay certain amount of taxes until now. Also the various enterprises used to pay various taxes until now, but due to a change in the taxation system, these people will not pay, means they won't be paying. Compliance will be less compared to the due to the change in the due to the new system, due to change in the taxation system. Thus, in the initial years only, the revenue of the state governments may reduce. However, in the long run, GST will lead to increase in revenue of state governments. In the short run, tax compliance might reduce, and in turn this will affect the revenue of the state governments. Therefore, Parliament has decided to compensate states for a period of 5 years only, because in the short run tax compliance will reduce, but fortunately in the long run GST will lead to increase in the revenue of the state governments, because tax compliance, because GST brings in a simplistic, in a very simple tax compliance methodology. So tax compliance will increase. Also uh, the people who are paying taxes, the tax net will widen. Thus in the long run, GST will increase the revenue of the state governments.